Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MFC Arena here in Austin, Texas. As the Freedom look to continue their role this year by beating the San Diego Hammerheads in this season opener. Scott Darley's got the starting net for the Freedom, and on the other side, no surprise who it is. It's Anthony Schullertz. Volkov versus Bloomfield here once again. Opening face-off here is brought to you by Edwards Industries, bringing you what you need home since 1932. Bloomfield and Anderson will get us started off here. And we're underway here in the NHA's Game of the Week regular season kickoff. Nice save there by Scott Darling. You may be wondering where Marshall Davies is. Well, Austin Freedom played a game last night here at home, and they took on the Oklahoma City Armadillos, and they barely escaped. It was a 4-3 game with a victory. And here comes Austin the other way! Nothing much happening there. Scotty Wayne Jr. there with it. Or Shane Johnson Jr., my bad. Pardon me, folks. To Volkov, to Johnson Jr. stolen away. Saying that game last night between the Freedom and the Armadillos, Tanner Bloomfield, as you see right there on your screen, had an assist, and that went to Dakota McLaughlin with a goal on that one. Future is looking bright here for the Freedom. They won the title last year, and all their young pieces are really coming together to come on the attack for what could be the making of a dynasty. McQuaid with it. Lizzit get over to Sabatka. Here comes Austin the other way. Stolen. And can't get it out of their own zone. Well, he might be able to yet. And still skating around. Finds an open man finally. It's Brian Anderson. Over to Johnson to Scotty Wayne. And it's stolen away, and here comes a Freedom the other way. Freedom are all red. Meanwhile, San Diego wearing their white and navies. That one's just off the mark. Scotty Wayne with the rebound to Sanders. Deep shot by Seth Walker does not go. And Mathot with it now, coming the other way for Austin. He'll dump it in around. Walker with it now. Gets it over to Thomas. The San Diego Hammerheads' first two lines are very dangerous. That's about all that they got. Once you get at that third and fourth, that's where the talent really drops off. They made big moves in the offseason and bring in Brian Anderson from Kansas City. He was a key contributor to their run to the semifinals last year, but now he joins the Hammerheads as they're going to look to see if they can dethrone the Freedom here. Milano, the Thompson scores! It's Thomas. That's the first regular season goal of the year for the San Diego Hammerheads. Charlie Thomas, the youngster, gets his first goal. And it gives San Diego a 1-0 lead. Scott Darling got beat on the short side over there. Couldn't get there. Oh, no, he did deflect it, but he didn't get enough of it. And that one scoops right in. And San Diego will take a 1-0 lead here. We mentioned in their last game, Austin had trouble, defending against good shots there. Good shots as Oklahoma City gave them issues. Here comes Anderson the other way now. Oh, he gets met right in front of the net. And now Austin will come around the other way. Anderson will get to Clareson now. He's going to bring it up to the big defenseman. He's got some good offensive power. Pass is unfortunately not going to pan out. Here comes Manson the other way. He's going to do a nice dump in. And recovered by San Diego. That one's punched out. It was Weber who had it last. He still finds it. He finds Tanner Bloomfield. He's got 1 point so far this season through one game. But he can't get it there, and here comes Backus the other way for San Diego. That one's poke checked away, and McLaughlin has it. He loses it. Wagner now with it. Gets lit up, and it's Backus again. Shot deflected away by Scott Darling. Wagner loses it again, and that one's stolen away by Hainsey, and here comes Bloomfield the other way. He's got an open man. McLaughlin can't get his second goal. Right there, that could have been 2 straight. Right there, an assist from Bloomfield yet again. That one in front, blocked away. Here comes Scotty Wayne the other way for the Hammerheads. Gets past one defender over to Sanders. Nice poke check away there by Scott Darling. As we got less than 3 minutes remaining here in the first period. No stops whatsoever. And McGinn gets lit up there, and here come the Hammerheads the other way. Oh, nice little shoulder check right there. McGinn's able to recover it, loses it right there. The Sanders shot blocked away. Brian Anderson to Sanders to Anderson, he scores! Brian Anderson, the key free agent pickup, and the 30-year-old has a one-timer right there to give the San Diego Hammerheads a 2-goal lead. Nice passing here. You see that one just beats Darling. And that's the big impact that Marshall Davies, not being the starter, has on this team. So once again, that one just zings right past Darling. That right side of his right side seems to be a weak point right here. And it's a 2-0 San Diego Hammerhead lead with 1:26 remaining here in the first period of play. Weber gets over to Grabner. No, Shane Johnson Jr. with it. Back to Anderson, who has that goal. He'll skate up across, loses it from Weber. And there's Volkov right there. Alexi Volkov! Trying to get that one-timer to Shane Johnson Jr. Could not get that one to go. So SJJ can't get that one to convert. And with 7.4 seconds remaining. And that is going to take us to the second period of play. Not the start that the defending champs wanted here, as they find themselves down early in this one, 2-0, thanks to a pair of tremendous goals by the newcomers here for San Diego. And we're going to show you this one right here. 2-0 our score here in Austin in favor of the San Diego Hammerheads.
Hello, wrestling fans! If you like hearing me break down wrestling action, and you love the new podcast that me and Tommy Haley have started here on this channel, Big Time Talkers, we break all the biggest news in our last week of professional wrestling, review old school shows, we also break down a little bit of the other sports as well. So if you really like listening to that, and you love hearing the sound of my voice, come check out Big Time Talkers every Thursday at noon, right here on B-Card Entertainment.
Welcome back to Jim Marvel's Marvelville. As you can see here, we got this nice Ford Focus. And let me tell you, I sell honest prices at honest rates.
Marvel's Motors gave me a great deal.
Now, as you can see, we got this fine GMC truck here. We got all kinds of trucks. We got good trucks, we got bad trucks. I'm seeing this truck over here. I don't even know what that truck is. It looks like a fine piece of truck right there. Let me tell you, we got a lot of those here at Jim Marvel's Marvelville. Now, let me tell you something to finally wrap this up. Let me tell you about this Jeep right here. They got all kinds of Jeeps here. I'm gonna sell them like wildfire. I'm gonna sell them as much as I can. I don't care how much I price them, but I'm gonna sell them as fast and quick as I can.
Welcome back to Austin, Texas, folks. 2-0 our score here in favor of San Diego. And Bloomfield and Anderson will meet it Nice yet again. That one's won by Austin. Here comes Tanner Bloomfield. Loses it momentarily. And you see Volkov there, and those two pass like ships in the night. Tanner Bloomfield, they got some action on each other. Tanner Bloomfield, 21 years old. Alexi Volkov, 20 years old. Both taken in the draft 3 years ago. Tanner Bloomfield was taken with the first overall pick. Alexi Volkov was taken with the 4th. Both have panned out very well for both teams. Anderson can't get a second goal right there. But it was dang close, and he had the power on it. There's Volkov with it now. Volkov the shot, swallowed up by Darling. Who's going to fall on that one? So Scott Darling still needs to settle down a bit, would appear, before he can really get anything going. As Austin's not really giving him much chances either. Barely getting out of their own zone. They've only put 2 shots on goal so far. Walker with it for San Diego. Sabaka with it, and that one's blockered away. And here comes Charlie Thomas with it. He's got a goal in this one. As McGinn's going to retreat all the way back to his own zone, and that's part of the reason why nothing really has panned out for Austin. There's a shot opportunity there, and it's blockered away. Didn't really give himself much opportunity to succeed on that one, given the angle that he had. Thomas with it. Over to Scotty Wayne, the shot! Oh! Couldn't glove it, so he's going to have to fall on that one. And Scott Darling is really playing with fire right now. So you see that one again. Charlie Thomas is coming in fast on that one. We got some scores from around the league from last night, as we mentioned. Austin escaped Oklahoma City 4-3 in this building. Other games, Hamilton Bulldogs topped the Halifax Huskies 4-1. The Atlanta Patriots beat the Virginia Admirals 5-3. Salt Lake City beat Portland in a 2-1 shootout. Trailblazers get their win on the year. The Racers of Louisville defeated the Centurions of Providence 2-1 in a shootout as well. The Buccaneers blew out the Whalers 6-1. They got blown straight out of the water. And the final game last night, the Milwaukee Knights destroyed the Houston Apollos 8-2. As everybody was scoring there for Milwaukee, they may be a dark horse coming out of the West this year. They've put together quite a very sturdy team. All the teams are in action today, including a rematch from last night between Virginia and Atlanta. Can't wait to see how that one turns out. We'll have that one for you on NHA Weekly. We'll break down every game that happened this past week. Here comes Austin the other way now. I got to do an end around, stolen away by Waugh. So Volkov loses it to Kruger. To McLaughlin, Dakota McLaughlin nowhere near the target. Right there, and it was way wide. Tried a little cheeky one right there, can't get it to go. Here comes Volkov the other way. And it's stolen by Dakota McLaughlin. Things are really not looking good right now for Austin. They look out of sorts. They look kind of confused. They haven't been able to put any offense get going here. Here comes Sanders now for San Diego. He's got a path to the net. Saved there by Hainsey. Bloomfield now with it. He's got room up ahead. Gets poke checked away. Great defense there by San Diego. San Diego's talent may not be the strongest on defense, but they're all incredible role players that get the job done. As there's Bloomfield's pass to Hainsey. Bloomfield scores! Tanner Bloomfield gets his first goal of the year, and it's in the second game of the season. He's got 2 points so far, and that cuts the lead down to 2-1. And that's just exactly what the Freedom needed to get back in this one. Yeah, here comes McQuaid now coming back in. Gets over to Perlini. Can't get it to go. Great save there. That could have been disastrous. That could have given them the lead. Austin coming the other way. They got the numbers. McGinn to Sabakna. No. Scotty Wayne with it now. And he'll cut up inside. He's carving through the defense. Recovers the puck somehow. Gets it to Sanders. Sanders looking. Gets it over. One-timer. Can't get it go. Anderson with it. Loses it. Scotty Wayne now with it. Anderson the shot. Blockered away. Now a scrum for the puck. As we're now under 10 seconds before we head to the final period of play. Can Austin get an opportunity here? Pass behind. McGinn. Save in front. So we'll go to the second with a 2-1 score here. Way lower scoring game than I think everyone pretty much expected in this one. But it's still a great game nonetheless. No team really has the advantage. 2-1 our score. We'll be back after these messages.
Thompson, Richard, and Harrison Law Firm, we strive for the best for our clients. We won't rest until you win your case. We've won over 75 cases this year against false advertisements alone. Call our toll-free number, 888-451-2666, or visit our offices at 5100 Rock Hill Road in Kansas City, Missouri, 64110. When you need the best, we're the ones to call. Thompson, Richard, and Harrison Law Firm.
Welcome back to MCF Arena here in Austin, Texas. 2-1 the score in favor of the Hammerheads of San Diego. Face-off won by San Diego. Law cutting it up. Oh, loses the puck, and here comes James the other way for Austin. Cuts back, gets it to Bloomfield! Howitzer nowhere near the mark. Poke checked away by Cruz with it. In front, saved. A little bit of a knuckleballer right there on that one. Volkov with it to Anderson. Anderson still with it. A little bit of trouble still. Stolen away by Hainsey, gets over to Cruz. Cruz will cut it back over to James. And he'll lose it to Volkov. Volkov on Bloomfield. These two really don't like each other. Seen them go fisticuffs before. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it here again. Anderson with it in front, stolen by Cruz. Here comes Austin the other way. They got the numbers. James. Oh, nice cheeky little stop behind. Comes Shane Johnson the other way. Try to get a little bit too fancy on that one. Loses control of the puck. Here comes James the other way to McLaughlin. Oh, gets hammered right there. And now San Diego the other way. Saved by Darling in front to Jamie McGinn. McGinn looking. Gets it over to Pelini. Back over to Mathot. Stolen by Charlie Thomas, and here come the Hammerheads the other way. McQuaid's right there to stop that attack. We can announce right now what game we'll be going to next week on NHA Game of the Week, as we'll be heading to Orlando, Florida, where the Orlando Buccaneers will play host to the Virginia Admirals in a Coastal Division matchup. Those two have been very, very competitive between each other the last few years. And this year seems to be no doubt, and it will be nothing less but the same. Virginia taking on Atlanta again tonight. As Frick has it now for San Diego. He's got a nice cut across, loses the puck to Weber. And now a battle for the puck commences. And Mueller's going to come out with it for Austin. Oh, Mueller's got perfect time to Boddicker the shot. Saved right in front by Stolars. So 10-15 remaining here. 2-1 the score in favor of San Diego. San Diego will be back at home next week. Taking on Portland, one-timer nowhere near the net right there. Over to Mueller. Mueller, that shot deflected in front, but still was saved by Stolarz. That one also gets blocked in front, and nothing happening there. So now a scrum for the puck is won by San Diego. The Boyle loses it. It's Milano, and he'll lose it back to Boyle. Still no penalties so far in this game. Very clean between these two, which is very nice to see here in the NHA. Manson's shot gets blocked in front. And here comes San Diego the other way. Only momentarily. As here comes that penalty. I mentioned it, and here it comes. It'll be a 2-minute power play for Austin. Yeah, that one's pretty obvious right there. So that'll send Nicholas right to the bench. And you can see the frustration on his face right there. Pounding the door of the box. And just like that, they're on the defense on the power play. And that's a good way to get it started off there if you're San Diego to try and kill it. McGinn with it. Loses it momentarily, still able to recover. Stolen away by Waugh. And a big overarching pass, and that one's... Oh, I was about to say that one was going to have to be stopped by Darling, but it's not, thankfully, for Austin. Berlini now with it. Drives, and he loses it again. Shot! And I think that one was a pretty easy save there. And another dump end. Dump end around. It is working out very well here as McLaughlin's now out there. He's got James on his side over there. James stops, looking, cuts across, poke checked away. Bloomfield a shot. Can't get it to go. McLaughlin with it. Manson, Bloomfield. He got it in! Razzle dazzle, Tanner Bloomfield. And we're tied. This kid is special, tell you what. That one's going to be on all sorts of highlights here. Razzle dazzle, a little flick right there. Stolarz couldn't get to it in time, and we're tied here in Austin, Texas. Look at the control, and it's almost an excuse me as it just hops the shoulder of Stolarz. We told you this would be a great one, folks, and right now it's living up to all the hype. Bettors had this one at the over-under of a 7.5, of a 7. And San Diego was a favorite. Cruz with it, loses it. Here comes San Diego the other way. No, stolen by James. Over to Bloomfield. Can't get that one to go. Hainsey with it. To McLaughlin. To Bloomfield. Bloomfield, he's got all 2 goals so far. Not another one there. Fancy work here by Thomas. Gets it back over to him. Thomas, a shot. Save. Wayne scores! Scotty Wayne! The response. The undrafted free agent the same year that Volkov and Bloomfield were drafted. And he's given San Diego a 1-goal lead here late in the 3rd period, 2:45 remaining. What a job there by Scotty Wayne. On a broken play, it looked like the lines were completely out of sync for San Diego, but it pays off for them. And that one's going to be offsides there. Tanner Bloomfield has never scored a hat trick. He's got 2 goals so far tonight. Face-offs very much in favor of Austin. Now 12-5. But they're going to need a little bit more than some face-offs won to get this one. It's a win for them. They got less than 2 minutes to do it. Volkov with it. Loses it. Mathot to McQuaid. To Boddicker. Stolen by Shane Johnson. Less than a minute remaining here in regulation. Boyle with it. He's cutting it up and across. He's got a man trailing him. It's grabbing and a shot saved by Stolars. Empty net incoming for Austin. Which can only mean one thing. Tanner Bloomfield is going to be on the ice. Hanging in the background more than likely. Mathot to no, it's McLaughlin. Scores! Jamie McGinn ties the game! It is electric here in Austin, Texas. Jamie McGinn's his 2nd goal of the year. Beats Stolars thanks to a screen by his own players. And the Freedom are showing why they're defending champions. They were down 2-0 to start the 2nd period and have come back to tie it at 3 now after giving up a goal 2 minutes ago. McLaughlin and Mathot will get... Oh, here comes Charlie. He's by himself. The goaltender to beat. Saved by Darling. This is why you watch NHA hockey, folks. You never know what's going to happen here. Only in this league. Sticked away to McGinn to Sabatka. No chance on that one. No. Really room on the net. Stolars just swallows that one. See if he can't stop the momentum that's swung completely in the favor of Austin. You see that save there by Scott Darling. So he's already given up as many goals as Davies did last night. It's another close one for the Freedom. Hainsey to Cruz, to Bodker. Almost lost that one to Kruger. Kruger loses that one, and that shot's nowhere near the net as Frick has it. And time winding down. I think San Diego's just going to be content to let this one go to overtime. And we will head to overtime. And a explosive 3rd period here. 3-3 the score. That one right there was a beautiful one by Bloomfield. That tied it at 2. But this one is what tied it from again. It's 3-3. Heading to overtime here in Austin.
Honesty, integrity, client confidentiality. These are just some of the things that you can expect here at Cot Counseling in Columbia, Missouri. Located at 65211 Suite K here in Columbia, Missouri, we are willing to help you in any way that we can. So if you need to schedule an appointment, just dial this toll-free number, 800-298-3950, to schedule an appointment today. Because at Cot Counseling, we care about our customers, not about our customers' money.
Welcome back to Austin, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. It's overtime here in the NHA, and it's time for some good old 3-on-3 hockey. Volkov and Bloomfield will meet at center ice. Oh, it was not Volkov, excuse me. Thomas, a shot saved by Scott Darling. Thomas still with it. That one saved again by Darling. Cruz with it now. Can he get a breakout pass? He's all by himself right now, stolen by Waugh. To Thomas, and Bloomfield standing back. The lone protector. Volkov with it. Saved easily by Darling. He's going to hold that one. 2:48 remaining here. 5-minute overtimes here in the NHA. And you'll see that save right there. That was a point-blank one. But Darling was right there. First line still out there for both teams. James had it for a second, stolen by Volkov. He'll lose that one. Volkov pinned against the wall by James. Cruz had it momentarily to Waugh now. Waugh saved right there. What a diving block by Bloomfield. He's not afraid to put his body on the line. To Volkov, the shot saved by Scott Darling. 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining here. Let me show you this one right here. Volkov, oh, and it was like a little bit of Cruz saved that one. As Dakota McLaughlin, Sabatka will go up against Shane Jr. and Anderson. Dakota McLaughlin, he had the game winner last night. Can he get another one here? And the one last night was not in overtime, so it won't be as theatrical would be the word I'd be looking for, considering that it was pretty much just a goal in the second period. McLaughlin with it, he's circling around, loses it. Sabatka over to McQuaid. McQuaid loses the puck, and Johnson has it. And they're still got a major scrum going for that puck. And less than a minute remaining here in overtime. 3-3 the score. Kruger with it now for Austin. He gets pinned behind. Point blank easily saved there. Kruger again. Stolars has to fall on that one and get it to Walker. Walker brings it up ice for San Diego. Loses it momentarily, and now Weber with it. He loses it to Sanders. Sanders has it now, loses it momentarily, gains it back. He's got a major shadow and Weber on him. Waugh gets it to Wayne. To Sanders, a shot hits the post, and a 3-on-4 penalty coming with 22 seconds. That's the last thing that James wanted to have happen. Oh, he sent him flying on that one. Anthony James will get called for tripping. And that's about the last thing he wanted to have happen there. That almost could have been an own goal right there. And with time winding down, the overtime period is about to end. This means it'll come down to the shooters and goaltenders. Charlie Thomas, shot saved. And that'll do it here. The ominous music plays as we head to the shootout.
If you have been affected by COVID
and are in dire need of food in the Old West, look no further than Duncan Trading Company. We'll deliver somewhat fresh meat to you as quick as we can. Duncan Trade Company. If we don't get it to you on time, then, well, we're probably dead. Fuck you, wolves. Fuck you, wolves. How you doing today, sir? Here's your shipment. Duncan Trading Company. Delivers on time as promised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the shootout here in Austin, Texas. Scott Darling will go off one-on-one against Shane Johnson Jr. to get things kicked off. See what he can cook up here. That one saved by Scott Darling. So Darling is perfect on this one. Tanner Bloomfield will be first for the Freedom against Stolars. He's got 2 goals in this one. This won't count as a hat trick if he gets this one, but it'll still be impressive nonetheless. But he gets eaten up by Stolars, and he tried to break off a point-blank shot, and nothing happening there. So let's see if Alexi Volkov can get going here. That one saved by Darlin. Just barely. Didn't get anything underneath that one, did Volkov. That brings up Boddicker. He beats Stolars! So Scott Darling just needs 1 save here to get the victory. It'll be another 4-3 win for Austin, if he does. It comes down to Scotty Wayne. Wayne can't get it! Austin wins! The Austin Freedom win it 4-3 in a shootout. Scott Darling, after a rough first period, shuts them down, and the Hammerheads will go home with a loss. Show you this one right here. Scotty Wayne was the last chance for San Diego, and it gets blockered off to the side. The crowd went crazy here in MFC Arena. And just like that, Austin starts the year 2-0 and in firm control of the Mountain Division. This was an exciting one to say the least. Bloomfield's first goal right there was the first one to get things kicked off for the Freedom. However, San Diego, relentless as they were, did not go down without a fight. Forced the overtime, and in overtime, nothing would happen, but it would end up being a Freedom victory. Thank you, everybody. Good night from Austin, Texas. We'll see you next week.